Hey guys, Hobo here. I wanted to try something a little different today. My last T1 episode I did the AC-42 and it had no commentary. This time I want to try a little bit of commentary, give you guys a little breakdown for the weapon I'm using today, and give you a little bit more information about the weapon as well, kind of give you guys some advice on how to use it. Today I'm using the PKP. It's my first T1 LMG in Battlefield 2042. The game describes the PKP-BP as aggressive, heavyweight, and high capacity, with effective support by fire with a belt-fed 7.62 by 54mm rounds at 800 rounds per minute with a 200 round magazine. The PKP fits the bill. This gun's a beast, guys. With the beast comes a little bit of some drawbacks, but we're going to hit those first and then we'll get into the net positives. It does have a 6.76 second partial reload. This means you have at least one round in the chamber. And then with a full reload on an empty mag, you're looking at 7.86 seconds. That's quite a bit of time there. My recommendation, guys, to help negate that, definitely run a Ranger if you can. That'll make sure that there's some fire going out while you're reloading. From there, guys, we're looking at the damage spread on this guy. We're looking at 22 damage per round up to 40 meters. That's only 5 rounds to drop an enemy with a full health bar plus armor. That is insane. 800 rounds per minute, only 5 to drop someone at full health with armor. They're going to go down fast, guys. After that, it goes down to 18 damage per round from 40 to 75 meters. And then outside of 75 meters, guys, we're looking at 15 damage per round. This gun, guys, the PKP, like I said before, it is a beast. This is a monster for flanks. The high capacity magazine means that you can really throw lead at, you can throw it at an entire team if you need to. A perfect clip to kind of show this point, guys, like I said, it's really good for flanking. It being aggressive with high capacity round and that high rate of fire makes it perfect for breakthrough, guys. If you're able to get some flanks on breakthrough, since there's that pretty solid front line there, you're just going to be mowing down enemies. Like I said, to make sure you cover up the fallbacks of the gun, try and run a Ranger if you can. In some of my clips, guys, you'll notice I'm running that Ranger. Little Robo Pupper, guys, like I said, he drops down some lead while you're reloading. If you've got your Ranger out running around shooting at people, they have to focus the Ranger. If they try to focus you while you're reloading, there's a good chance that Ranger is going to get them. And then, guys, it's beautiful. It's only 5 rounds to drop a enemy with full health plus armor, like I said earlier. And that doesn't include headshots. If you get headshots with that headshot multiplier, they're going to drop even faster. You've got a 200 round magazine with potentially only 5 rounds for every kill. Guys, that's ridiculous. I'm trying to do the math in my head. Is that like 40 kills you could possibly get? I highly doubt you're going to get those 40 kills. If you miss a single bullet, you're going to go down to 39. But guys, with the single magazine, you can get upwards of, honestly, upwards of 13, 14, maybe even 15 kills. And it's a beautiful gun. Like I said, it's my first T1 LMG in this game, and there's a reason for it. It definitely reminds me of the PKP from Battlefield 3, which was another fantastic flanking weapon. But in this one, you get some more flanking tools that really help push your flanking to the next level. Hop on to Sundance, throw on some smoke grenades, guys, and you can spend an entire match running behind the enemy team and flanking them. You guys will actually notice that all my clips from the map discarded on this video, they're all from the same match. I kind of fell off on my kills on the last sector, but by the end of the match I had somewhere around 80, almost 90 kills, and I could not have done that with any other weapon other than the PKP. It's just too freaking good, guys. If you haven't used it already, I highly recommend it. You want to get those extending mags and at least some sort of red dot, in my opinion. The iron sights are kind of lower quality. It does come standard kitted with a bipod, but that's no biggie. The recoil's not horrible. It did take me a little bit to get used to, but once I got used to that recoil, it's pretty manageable. It does have a constant pull to one direction, so like I said, once you get used to it, it's not too bad. But I do want to let you guys know that the PKP is not just a flanking weapon. This gun is pretty versatile for being an LMG. Like the game describes it as aggressive, you can be hyper aggressive with this. It's really good for clearing rooms, small rooms, big rooms, anything you need to clear. If you get into a small corridor, it's a great weapon for this. What I recommend doing, guys, once you get the PKP, if you're going into a corridor, you know enemies are around a corner or they're in a building, before you walk through the door, just start shooting. You've got 200 rounds. You can shoot for a couple of seconds before you run out of ammo there. One of my favorite things to do is just once you're walking around the corner, hip fire, hold the trigger, and just start walking towards enemies. Actually, if you guys saw my first clip there were actually a couple of times when I hip fired after I got in where all of the enemies were saturated. I went in, I took out a couple, and then once I got into hip fire range, I hip fired. And just right there, which right as I said hip fire, I hip fired. If you guys are within like 5 or 10 meters of your target, you could probably honestly hip fire. And this is really funny right here. I'm just hiding from a tank. I don't know if you guys saw that. I'm just going to wait for him to disappear before I push up. This is another great thing. Like I said, not just flanking, but if you're behind enemy lines, especially if you're solo, PKP is for you. Being able to get out 200 rounds before reloading means that if you run into a squad, you can at least drop the squad before having to reload. With other guns, I find myself getting, 2 or 3 kills, but the 4th guy always gets me. PKP is not the case there, guys. Like I said, you do want to run smokes with this. Being able to divert enemies and also conceal yourself just goes hand in hand with flanking and with the LMGs in general. Please note, guys, incendiary grenades are also another good option here for area denial. The last thing I did want to touch on, guys, before we get to the end of the video, actually not shooting enemies. I know it's going to sound a little bit crazy, but we're going to talk about suppression, guys, and that's what this gun really shines at, suppression. High rate of fire, high magazine, gives you unparalleled opportunities at suppression. I don't know if I have any clips highlighting any suppression in this video. These clips are mainly kill oriented. But if you guys do watch my other videos, there is one video I run the PKP on. I'll definitely link that in the comments. But I do talk about suppression in that video. Even if you don't know where enemies are, if you start throwing lead at them, they might have to dip behind cover. I know sometimes if someone starts shooting at me with something that's got 800 rounds per minute, and I know it gets a little dicey. But we are, like I said, guys, we're getting towards the end here. Just a couple more naughty flanks and then we'll be on the end. But real quick before we peace out, guys, I did want to ask you guys a couple of questions. Firstly, I want to know if you guys enjoyed this video. I'm trying something a little bit different. I know I said at the beginning of the video, I did do one for the AC42, but with no commentary. If you guys like this, if you want to see that one with commentary, let me know. I can re-upload. On top of that, guys, let me know what kits you're running on the battlefield with the PKP. What attachments you're running, gadgets, specialists, all that, guys. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. Peace!